What's your job? Welcome back to Comic Guys. This time we got the first issue of X-Men, the first one, the new line, the Dawn of X series, and all the X-Men books that are coming after what have the Powers of X and House of X. This one's also written by Jonathan Hickman, so this one will probably have the most tie-ins to what happened, or at least deal the most with the aftermath of what happened in House of X and Powers of X. But Hickman's writing this one. I believe he's also writing New Mutants as well. So yeah. Now I mentioned this before, but originally I was just gonna straight up just skip this comic and just read X-Force, Excalibur, and Fallen Angels, because I just really didn't care about the team. It's just it's Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean, and a bunch of others, like all Cyclops' like brothers or kids or whatever from alternate dimensions and shit. I was just like, and I don't like Cyclops. As you guys know, my knowledge of X-Men is pretty much exclusive to the movies. So then, a bit ago when House of X and Powers of X were publishing, this was like a few months back. I met this guy over on Twitter, we were talking, shooting the shit, talking about X-Men, shit. And he was like, oh yeah, I finished the issue. We were talking about what we thought of the issue and stuff. We eventually let him, he talked about how he was going to get he still needed to get this Cyclops was right t-shirt. And I was like, Cyclops was right? And he talks about some bunch of the shit that happened during Avengers vs. X-Men, Humans vs. X-Men, Death of X, and all that huge stuff where Marvel was desperately trying to get rid of the X-Men, So, and then he linked me this article about what everything happened and how Cyclops was right. I read it and I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this Cyclops? He isn't a bitch here. Why is he a bitch in the movies, but yet he's a badass in the comic? What the fuck? What's going on here? I was like, alright, so Cyclops is actually cool. So, here we are. So I was like, alright, I'll pick up the main X-Men book. So, here we are. So, yeah. Just jump right in. Then, open your eyes. I can't, sir. I won't. I'm scared of what will happen. I understand you're afraid you're going to hurt someone. But choosing to keep your eyes closed because you're scared, that's what they do. And you don't have to go through life blind because you are not like them. How do you know? Because I have no small measure of experience in those who are extraordinary. Now, next page. Open your eyes. Hey, Professor X. They work. The glasses work. I can see. Better than most, my boy. The things I will show you. Next page. These are pretty old, because Charles is still in his wheelchair, and it's like an old school wheelchair he threw and needs someone to push it, or so it's not have like a remote or whatever. Alright, so Jonathan Hickman's writing, so of course we're gonna have the usual pages of just text. Alright. A brave new world. Mutants around the world are flocking to the island nation of Krakoa for safety, security, to be part of the first mutant society. Standing between the sacred lands and the human worlds are those heroes of mutantdom, the X-Men. Cyclops, Storm, Polaris, Magneto, Dr. Reyes, Jean, Havoc, Vulcan, Wolverine, Cable, Prestige, Corsair. Next page. So I guess this is the whole X-Men team. So Magneto's part of it, I think. I don't know. He's not on the cover. So yeah, first page. This one's pretty long though. It's got about 40 pages. So there. Ooh, the art is really good here. Alright, come on. There we go. Now, they thought they could hide from us. But they were wrong. We've reached the heart of the last Orchid stronghold on Earth. This art's really good here. Look at Storm looking good. So be careful, Cyclops. If you look close enough, you can see the desperation in their eyes. Suicide bombs serving the greater good are always a less refuge for conquered people. Oh, next page. Alright. Oh, I'm always careful, Storm. It's part of my charm. Thank you, not a problem. Surprised the giant purple robot snuck up on you. Jeez, it's because I'm tired. Because I don't know what I'm more tired of. These engines of death, or the men who insist on making them. Next page. For years we've endured small wins. We call incremental change progress. When what we've really needed was a giant leap forward. Well, this is it. Oh, that's such a guy clever. It looks like he's like on the ground. He's like focusing on like I'm assuming the wall, and then the ricochets over there. That's actually pretty clever. These machines are the product of the greatest human mind on the planet, the very best they had to offer. But now they know no amount of ingenuity can stop what's coming. They can put a new coat of paint on it, shine it up bright, but nothing will hide the fact they spend far too long passing off the past as the future. Next page. This art is really good. Like, I wasn't really that sold on the art at first when I just saw the cover video. Actually, when you read the actual issue, it's actually really, really good. Here's who's the artist on this one. Really great job here. Alright. One. There. Yes, man should know what to break and run or surrender or ask for unearned mercy, and yet I can't help but notice they're falling back instead of scattering. So either they're incredibly well trained or they're protecting something. Okay, then this is the beating heart of it. We've located their main lab, sir. Do you have a lock on our position? Yes. We're ready when you are. What the? Oh no. Next page, what? What? Is Wolverine on top of it ready to slice and dice? Oh no, it's my man Magneto. Oh shit, so Magneto's gonna be part of the team. Alright, this team just got way better. Magneto! Polaris? Yeah. I know that I can be, at times, over-demanding, but am I asking too much of a flawed world? If I want no rubble, and certainly no rabble? Rabble beneath my feet when they touch the ground? Of course not, Father. Allow me. Oh. And it just opens a hole in the floor. Are those wires? Guess we're just gonna go flying right through it. Alright, let's see what we got. To break and run or surrender or ask for unearned mercy, and yet I can't help but notice they're falling back instead of scattering. So either they're incredibly well trained or they're protecting something. Okay, then this is the beating heart of it. We've located their main lab, sir. Do you have a lock on our position? Yes. We're ready when you are. What the? Oh no. Next page, what? What? Is Wolverine on top of it ready to slice and dice? Oh no, it's my man Magneto. Oh shit, so Magneto's gonna be part of the team. Alright, this team just got way better. Magneto! Polaris? Yeah. I know that I can be, at times, over-demanding, but am I asking too much of a flawed world? If I want no rubble, and certainly no rabble? Rabble beneath my feet when they touch the ground? Of course not, Father. Allow me. Oh. And it just opens a hole in the floor. Are those wires? Guess we're just gonna go flying right through it. Alright, let's see what we got. They're locked down tight. It's shielded, which I can punch through, but the door itself is made of vibranium, which you cannot. Step aside, Cyclops. Oh, this is gonna be good. Dr. Morris, they're almost through the door. What should we do? How much redundancy do we have between the hub and the forge? Next page. there's an 80% overlap. So if we fall, our brothers and sisters will still retain a vast majority of the Orchid's knowledge. Should I begin purging the mainframe? Should I destroy the data core and lose the information forever? No. Better we make the ultimate sacrifice than surrender 1 inch to the mutants. What is that? Evolution is an unyielding, unapologetic master. The truth is, we're too civilized to deal with these vandals. Will it hurt? Life hurts, Dr. Smythe. But I will let a little pain, a little sacrifice, stop from protecting all of these good workers that I have done. Of course not. These monsters can have my science when they pry it from my cold, dead fingers. Oh, so classic. Next page. Okay. We're through. What's that sound? It's like wild. Oh shit, they turned them into fucking apes! We got Planet of the Apes up in here, boys! Alright. Oh, you're right. Be careful. They're sure to be savvy. All these apes have PhDs. Go. I'll take care of this. Find them. Oh shit. My man Magneto's about to take down an army of apes. This gonna be good. This gonna be good. Deep inside the hub. There. Stasis tubes. Goodness, there's over a dozen of them. How little they must think of themselves to treat others this way. Polaris and I will get them out. Make us a gateway storm. Okay, so what is she doing? Okay, so she puts it down on the ground. Okay, as soon as she's using lightning, then uses them. Soon that's sunshine, and then boom, the portal's open. It's ready. Next page. Look at this. It seems all the other tubes hold mutants, but there's something different about this one. Go ahead, open it. Alright. Okay, so she's pretty much like inverted. I'm not here. You don't see me. What are you talking about? I'm looking right at you. Human, but the Tachyon blood suggests a massive temporal development. So technically post-human. Next page. So what is she, like a half mutant, half human type thing? I'm weak, so weak. You're from the vault, aren't you? I emerged before I was fully cooked, a child born out of time. But I had to, don't you see? There are wild gods loose in the world. The only gods on this planet stand before you, my child. Or before you, child, excuse me. Oh, Magneto. That was faster than I expected. The evolutionary throwbacks retain just enough of their humanity for them to quickly become tribal. After I asserted my dominance, it didn't take long for them to turn on one another. Have to go. Wait, don't. And there she goes. Next page. Okay. Translocated. Clever girl. Should we follow her, father? Yes. She couldn't have gone far. The faster you... No. That's not our priority. If the council wants to make it one, we can deal with that later. But for now, we have more important things to do. We have to let these kids... We have to get these children home. Oh shit, there's a lot of mutants here. We got two that are like in like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like ice and gold. You got one that's pretty much like an octopus. You got one with like these green spikes there that I swear to God the design looks familiar. I don't know where I know that from. Someone's on fucking fire. You got some really tall person in the back. It looks like something out of a Junji Ito one shot. Chick with wings. We got some chick with pink hair in the back, and we got some knockoffs kid Cyclops right there in the back. Got some kid with a mohawk, and we got some got this. Lot of mutants though. Lot of mutants. Next page. Krakoa, the living island, mutant nation state. All things considered, they seem fairly healthy, Dr. Rees. But I'd like to be sure that. Don't worry, they're in good hands now. And if we find anything physically wrong, we have a healer standing by. But if I'm being honest, my greatest concern is any underlying psychological trauma they might have after what they've been through. Even then we have empaths, and some fairly gifted telepaths who are standing by ready to help. To say nothing of clean water, clear skies, and all the good things that come from the living in paradise. Next page. Doctor, if you don't mind, I'm going to stay with these two until you check them out. They haven't spoken, but the amount of energy they're radiating is... I'd just be more comfortable waiting until you... Of course, Storm, I'm happy to help. Happy to have the help. You sure feel like sticking around? We've been going non-stop for the last week. You seem a little beat out there. Yes, I am sure. You know the beauty of this place is that we're not on our own anymore. It's okay to let others shoulder some of the burden. I'm tired of fighting, Scott, but I'll never be tired of lifting up our own. This is rain in the desert. It's life where there was none. Fair enough. But I'll check in later just in case. Come on. Alright, so they're jam mag. Magneto's back! Magneto's back! Oh, oh, you're chatting my man Magneto. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Tell us how you defeated the humans, Magneto. Tell us how you saved those children. Will you take us next time you go out? We want to fight with you. Man, my man Magneto is really popular. Alright. I dig. I spent most of my life fighting so you would never have to, my child. I've wasted too much of my life at war with the humans. But it was worth it because now you have Krakoa. And Krakoa is all you will ever need. But what if the humans try to take it from us, like they always do? I'm not afraid, I won't run. You won't have to, for I am Magneto. Let man run from me. Magneto! Magneto! It's like he's young, he's like a young man again. Next page. Alright. I have to admit, it's getting a little embarrassing. He's waited a long time for this, we all have. You heading back home? Yeah, Dad's in town for a visit. The whole family's there, Alex too. You know, you're welcome to come. Maybe next time when the past is the past and I'm not still finding my way in a new land. Something isn't. You know, I remember the day my son was born. I remember the sheer terror of it. Not the idea of being a father. My God, I love that. I had waited my whole life for that. It was thinking about what kind of world I had brought this precious, innocent child into. The horrors that my beautiful boy would have to endure simply because he was my son, of my blood, like me. And the worst part was I was right. He did suffer. He did, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. All I could do was endure it. Try not to surrender. Try not to give up. I'll tell you, it was a close thing, surrendering to the world. Very close. Next page. But I held up. I held on. And look, I have you, your father, and my family, my boy. And we are home. Because I believe in a thing, and now it's real. Scott? Yeah? Do you really believe that? Every single word of it. Next page. Alright. The Orchis Forge. The Orchis was created in the last gasp of the last generation, a doomsday weapon composed of human minds, the greatest ever assembled. Free from the wearing ideologies that have paralyzed the civilian world. We were scientists from SHIELD, AIM, Armor, and Alpha Flight. You also have a small army of Hammer and parasites and six infernal genetics from Hydra. Yes, well, there are lesser evils we tolerate for the greater good, because you see, what we do here is all that matters, survival. For our enemy is the future. This is what comes from forgetting that. Mutants. I love this guy's design, predominantly robot. This dude looks really cool. Cybernetic enhancements. Just look at what we have done. Now there's a sentinel in the back. The same sun that powers the Sith station powers them, Dr. Devo. Your two races exist in a closed system. For now, any action they take will have repercussions on the other. Conflict was unavoidable. I've read Dr. Gregor's report. I know you saw this disaster coming. Next page. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, the signs were there for anyone to see. We aren't all gifted with the machine brain of an Omega Sentinel Carmia. Humans will always be slaves to our emotions. And in that spirit, we built the Forge as a last hope for humanity, a great refuge in case evolution saw fit to leave mankind behind. It's one thing to shake your fists at God, Director, but something else altogether to call down the thunder. Putting 9 million miles between you and the Earth was a human deterrent, not a mutant one. And placing a mother mold in orbit around the sun was always going to spark a response. Dr. Gregor the blame is mine, not hers. Next page. It was I who designed the upfit of the station, based on the pre-existing Stark Richards model, and it was I who adapted the Trask Sentinel template for Sentinel production. Yes, Sentinel. I thought this might have said Celestial for a second. Maybe it does now. Only I only wish I could have been here to try and stop them. No, it's better that you were in transit. Humans need leaders, pack behaviors dependent on them. It's bad enough that Dr. Gregor remains compromised and that so many died. But losing you would have made the whole experiment pointless. Next page. The Scott Summers home, mutant habitat. Oh, so they don't even live on Earth. They got the, well, makes sense. They're living on all the mutants are living on Earth, but they're pretty much living in space. Son. Oh, hey, Dad. Jean asked me to come find you. Dinner's almost ready. It's weird. Like the dude. Okay, it's probably for some alternate dimension. When we all got to Krakoa, someone asked me where I wanted to live. I didn't really worry about it at first. We just hung out under the stars, happy to soak it all in. But the more I thought about it, though, I really wanted a place with a view. I can tell. We can grow Krakoian habitats anywhere, Dad, and they all link back to the main island. So I figured, well, why settle? So they're living on the moon. Aye. Ooh, steaks, nice. Now, my man Wolverine. Want to explain what you're doing here? Inside this device an inferno burns. That fire matches the one inside of me. Do you see? I was born for such things. I will not stop until these all-consuming flames have. Yeah, you're not listening. I want my steak rare. You put the meat on the fire and expect what? The fire not to be fire? I am going to fight you. Peace warrior, because you are a valiant, and have earned my respect. I will give you your I'll give you your steak rare. Thank you. Medium rare. You son. I find this so funny. Oh, oh man, like, I'll give you a steak rare. Medium rare. Oh, bro. Alright. Why do I find that so funny? Anyway, next page. Does it have a thermal scope? Mine has a thermal scope. A holographic thermal scope, of course. To be clear, that's insufficient armor when facing a Stroian Alpha, but yeah, always. Here, however, is the real shimmer in the Sentinel Eye. It has antimatter rounds. Oh my god, I have to have it. Mom, is it cool if I trade guns with Raza? Set the table first, dear. Hey Mom, can I trade guns? Set the table first, son. Why does Cable look so young? Hey, oof. Who the hell is this? I made tea, but I believe it needs sugar. Of course it does. Thank you. Chode? Chode? How the hell do you pronounce that name? Next page. Alright, we're reaching the end. Got like 10 more pages left. So, a question I have. I love my man. I love that Wolverine is just outside, chilling with a beer. Everyone's inside, setting the table, yo, and Wolverine is just sitting there in the back, minding his own business, with a beer in hand. That's so Logan, man. All your... hold on. There we go. All your clothes, spikes on them, have they? Or is a special occasion is this? Yes. Then another hard drink for another hard girl I'm getting. Sure, but not the purple stuff. Hey, just in time, Gabriel's almost done burning dinner. Fantastic. Next page. Did you give your dad his present? What's that? What's this? I haven't said anything yet, but I guess we're doing that now. Hey Alex, you got the thing? Yes, I do. Here you go, old man. It's nice. It's a plant, a flower. Okay, I don't get it. It's a Carcoian gate, Dad, linked with one that we have here in the house. All I need to do is plant it in the Star Jammers. What? Space Jammers, our arboretum, and no matter where you are in the universe, you'll always be just a short walk away. Well then, I love it. It's good to see you, Dad. Yes, Father. Your visit warms my heart, which already aflame is like pouring pouring heat onto heat. It's the fire of 1,000 suns. Okay, Gabe, we gets it. I'm only like this because I grew up without a strong male role model. Alright, it's been a good day, the first of many. Let's eat. Next page. Alright. Summer's house. The blue area of the moon. The summer house is a Carcoian biome located adjacent of the blue area of the moon. Okay. Occupied by the Summer Clan and other mutant allies, the base also serves as a departure point of the first response / first strike combatants. Note, while all mutants are typically welcome, Vulcan has been bringing home quite a few acquaintances from the Carcoian mainland who had stretched the acceptance bounds of decor. Okay, you got a diagram of the place. 1 observation, 2 tactical ops, 3 gymnasium, 4 central living, dining, sleeping area, 5 hangar, and 6 sub Sublunar biome pool gateway access. Next page. Alright, another diagram, floor plans. Wait. Yo, Gene and Wolverine rooms are right next to each other. Interesting. I'm surprised he's not on the other side of the room. Although I should ask, why isn't Gene and Cyclops just sharing a room? Whatever. Later. Got stuck doing the dishes, huh? It's my night. Well, move over. You wash, I'll dry. Actually, that's not how it works. I just spray this Krakowian goo all over them, and it eats all the bacteria and waste. Then, when it converts that into various elemental gases, it just evaporates, leaving behind clean plates. Son, that's disgusting. I think I'm going to vomit it. I'm going to vomit. No, disgusting was when Krakoa tried to grow us edible plant blades that also improve what it considered to be abnormal biological functions. The plates that in the goo were a compromise. My boy, your world has changed. Yes, it has, and for the better. Next page. Back. Well, forgive my simple-minded human observation. Dad, no, listen. You've always lived a dangerous life, and it costs you over the years. But what you are doing, it feels even more dangerous. I'm worried about you and your brothers. Here's the thing. I figured out, Dad. There's no end to the number of things on Earth or hell out there in the universe that wants to kill us. They never stop coming. They never will. We're all the same that way. So sure, I'm a fighter. I will never stop fighting for what I believe in. But I also live here, surrounded by the people I love. Wolverine's here too. I'm just saying, I know y'all don't really like each other. So I'm done focusing on things that want me dead, and I'm choosing to spend my days focused on the things that make me want to live, okay? Okay, you're a good boy. Next page. The Orchis Forge. I had heard you arrived first out, last in. Always a soft bed for the man behind the curtain. Next page. You're angry with me. You think I shouldn't be angry at you, at them? If you want to use that rage for whatever it gets you, Dr. Gregor, that's fine. Oh, so she's still alive. Didn't she die? I could have sworn she died. Oh, maybe she survived. I don't remember. Fine. So as long as you don't get lost among the way or lose sight of what we're here, of where we are heading. Lose sight. It's true. I was born blind, but through science I can see the world in an infrared, ultraviolet, and 100 ways beyond that. There's not much that slips past my observation, especially not when I'm looking closely. I did not see you earlier at the funeral. You should have been there. We were burying your husband. Oh yeah, right. Now I remember dying because he pretty much just sacrificed himself. There wasn't enough left to bury, Cullion, and even if there were, it would have just been a shell, nothing more. What he was lives here, and here in my work. He was our best military mind, a great strategist and hunter, a tower of man. Memories are fine. Legacy is better, but in losing him, we lost more than that. I know, but well, I guess now is as good a time as any. Would you like to know a secret, Director? What's that? I know how to bring him back. Oh. Yo. Coming soon. Excalibur, Explorers. It's coming out with Excalibur, New Mutants, X-Force. Fallen Angels 2 is on 27. 3 days from Earthday. X-Men number 2 is number 30th. Fallen Angels number 30th as well. Okay, so let's do the same day. Okay, Excalibur, 20th. Alright. Alright, that's about all. Alright, overall, pretty good start. So, it looks like Dr. Gregor has figured out how to bring him back with these crystals. I swear those crystals look familiar. I don't know. So, yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give this issue. My man. It's weird to see my Magneto's so popular with like all these kids coming in like, oh, tell us how you defeat the humans. I'm just like, man, my man's popular. And there was no Scythe Charles at all in this issue. I know that's weird, except the opening. No Scythe Charles. Interesting. So yeah. Overall, I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Flickr, links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. Okay, guys, one other thing I need to quickly add from my future self. A day in the future. Anyway, so, I didn't notice this at first, but until someone actually else pointed this out. Notice now, we know that Jean, Cyclops, and Jean, Cyclops, and Wolverine are all on the same, our rooms are all three of them are next to each other. But, when you look a little carefully, and I didn't even notice it the first time I saw it until someone else pointed it out, there's a little passageway that links Cyclops and Wolverine's rooms to Jean's. Now, to quote Yellow Flash, who's getting cucked? Anyway, but could this mean that? Now, I'm pretty sure I have said this before in other videos about the X-Men, but I can't fucking stand the love triangle between Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean. I always thought it felt hella forced, hella unnecessary, and just bogged down the movies. I never liked it. I thought it was stupid. And like, especially for the fact that Jean and Cyclops are married, so I don't know why they keep doing this constantly. It just comes out as forced, at least me personally. Now, a lot of people have mentioned, so Jean has an easy way to, spend some time with Logan one night, and then Cyclops the other. Now, a bunch of other people I've seen who talked about this mentioned that this could mean that Cyclops, Logan, and Jean are in a poly relationship. All three of them are bumping uglies. Jean's kind of alternating, maybe with a threesome here and there. Although I doubt it's happening. I doubt Cyclops and Wolverine could team up like that. They probably would like, nah, motherfucker, get out now. They probably it's better off this just 1v1. Anyway, so this could very well mean that they're in a poly relationship. Which, if that's the case, I mean, I still think it's stupid. I don't think we should have this love triangle bullshit anymore. Honestly, it's so stupid. But at least this is better than will they, won't they, will they, won't they, will they, won't they, between Cyclops and between Wolverine and Jean. So they're in a poly relationship. I guess it's a compromise. It's a compromise that I guess I'll take. At this point, I mean, some people are saying, like, just put him back with Storm. I'm like, I'm more partial to T'Challa, but at this point, just give me anything. Just like, give Wolverine any woman. There are so many mutants. Why must you keep barking up the same tree, Wolverine? There are other great X-females. We have Emma Frost, Cyclops, Rogue. Oh, wait, never mind, she's married. Let's not go there. Jubilee, X-23, although that would count as incest. There are so many other women in the X universe, Logan. Come on, you need to diversify there. Anyway, so quickly wanted to bring that up because I didn't know this is the first time. And I didn't have this guy to say, will Jonathan Hickman ever bring this up? Probably not. It's probably just a nice little Easter egg that'll make all the nerds kind of like, playing out their own little theories and be like, oh, what's going on there, But anyway, this is our to my outro. See you guys next time.
She's too